Hey everyone, hope you had a great weekend. This is vlog number 2 of Dr. McGee and me out of 1500. Oh, it's going to be an interesting journey. Hopefully, I can finish the race with y'all. But, anyways, hope you guys join me. You can log on to ttb.org. That's ttb.org and join the Bible Bus. And the intention is just to use this podcast to draw people closer to God. And it's also accountability for me because I do want to read the whole entire book. And I think this is the only way that I can keep myself in check and read the whole book. Today's lesson, Dr. McGee continued the introduction to Genesis, and basically I'll summarize it. He went over some of the sciences compared to creation, like Newtonian science and all the other sciences that I had no idea existed. I thought science was just science, but the thing that stood out was one of the things that he mentioned was that if you take science, you're taking speculation because we weren't there, and that's a good point. Oh, hey, Birdie, we weren't there, and everything that you're believing based on what somebody else has said, I mean, you're still taking it on faith. Um, so yeah, that's basically, I would say for me, I took out of I mean, obviously just all the other nuances that come with it, but yeah. And one thing I wanted to share was, it's been about 4 years now since I started taking my walk with the Lord serious. Oh, there's two birds now. I got to show you this. Hopefully you can see. I took a dead tree, and turn it into, like, I don't know, trying to make I wanted to put ornaments on there for Christmas, but it didn't end up happening. But now the idea is to grow ivy along, on the tree branches, and kind of, because you're not allowed to grow trees here. So, anywho, long story short, that's a project of mine. Back to the book of Genesis. One thing I wanted to share with my walk that took me 4 years to get to this point is there's parts of the Bible that I just, you kind of just, it's hard to believe, and you kind of just put it aside. And the more I look into it, the more I understand you have to take the whole thing. From the book of Genesis to the flood, all the way up to Christ's incarnation, and it's I guess the more time you spend reading scripture, the Spirit kind of makes it more real to you. That's what Dr. McGee always says. The Spirit of God has to make it real to you, otherwise you're just reading the book and it doesn't make sense. And throughout the weekend, I didn't spend all weekend reading, but for the first time, I actually read the first chapter multiple times. Dr. McGee said read it at least half a dozen times, so I did. And one of the things that ended up happening was I thought to myself, why, if I'm going to read this multiple times, let me just go ahead and see if I can remember all the days in creation. And just to kind of summarize on the top of my head, first day, God created, light and dark. Second day, he created the heaven. Third, earth. Fourth, the stars, all the sun and the moon. Fifth day, he created the animals in the ocean, all the whales and the fishies, and the fowl in the air, all the birds. And then for the sixth day, of course, created all the land animals and everything that creeps on earth. And also the day that he created man in his own image, male and female. And yeah, in that order. So it's still early, so if you guys haven't started yet, I encourage you to listen to Dr. McGee, and we can have discussions about it. And hope you guys had a great weekend, and let's continue this journey on the Bible Bus. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.